For 20 years, the glass rectangle has been the absolute center of our universe. Look around you. We are physically tethered to these glowing plates, our necks bent, our attention fractured. But we are witnessing the twilight of the brick era. It all started with a simple piece of glass and silicon, a rectangle in your pocket that magically became a window to the entire world. But physical boundaries are rapidly fading. We are moving beyond the frame. Imagine glass that becomes as flexible as silk, as transparent as the very air we breathe. Why carry a heavy device when your own skin can become the interface? We are stepping into a world where data is no longer trapped in a box. It is breaking free. Augmented reality is just the first, trembling step toward a reality where the digital and physical are one and the same. The screen is finally leaving your pocket and moving directly into your environment. The era of looking down is over. We no longer need to hold on to technology because technology has learned to surround us, invisible and silent. Every surface in your home, every window in your office, even the air in front of you transforms into a high-definition display. This is the birth of ambient computing. A world where computers are everywhere but visible nowhere. Information is woven into the very grain of your furniture. You don't open an app. You simply perceive the information as a natural part of your room. You are no longer a visitor of the internet. You are a resident of a digital layer of reality that is always active, yet never in your way. As we move deeper into this century, gadgets are making their final journey, moving from our pockets directly to under our skin. Welcome to the age of the BioLink. Imagine tiny, flexible bio-implants that track your biology in real time, silently syncing your pulse and hormones with the smart world around you. Your home will know you're exhausted before you even realize it yourself. Look at your arm. Smart tattoos, etched with conductive metallic ink, now glow softly with incoming notifications or urgent changes in your blood sugar. In this world, your unique, rhythmic heartbeat becomes your ultimate digital signature. It is the only password you will ever need to carry. No more lost keys, no more forgotten PIN codes, and no more plastic cards. You are the key. You are the device. Connectivity is no longer just a tool we use, it is woven into our very DNA. We are finally becoming the hardware. In this new era, visuals are becoming secondary to the power of the human voice. AI assistants are no longer just tools. They have become our invisible companions. They hear what you hear, and they see exactly what you see. Through silent speech interfaces, you can now communicate with the web using simple sub-vocalizations. You don't even need to speak out loud anymore. The world responds to your quietest whispers. Imagine a world where language is no longer a barrier, where every word is translated instantly by a whisper in your ear. Artificial intelligence has become your second brain, working in the background to filter the overwhelming noise of the universe. It anticipates your needs before you can even form the words. The smartphone was a screen you touched. The future is a voice you trust. We are moving from a world of clicking to a world of thinking aloud. In the near future, the way we capture life will change forever. Traditional cameras are becoming obsolete, replaced by invisible sensors woven into our very clothing and jewelry. We no longer take a photo. We capture a moment in 4 dimensions. Imagine smart dust, microscopic sensors that record every angle, every sound, and every ray of light in a room. This allows you to literally step back into your memories. You can walk through your child's first birthday or relive a sunset from a decade ago as if you were truly there. We are moving from flat, two-dimensional images to immersive, volumetric experiences. Your past is no longer a file on a hard drive. It is a place you can visit. Every emotion and every detail is preserved in the cloud, waiting for you to hit play. But as our memories become digital, the line between what happened and what we programmed begins to disappear. This is the ultimate destination in the evolution of communication. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCI, are no longer science fiction. Companies like Neuralink have paved the way for a direct connection between our neurons and the global cloud. The delay between thought and action is finally disappearing. You no longer type, you simply think. You don't search for facts, you simply know them. The collective knowledge of all humanity is now an extension of your own consciousness. Imagine hearing music not through your ears, but directly in your mind, or controlling every device in your home with a single silent thought. The smartphone hasn't just evolved, it has finally moved inside of us. But as we plug our minds into the network, we must ask, where does the machine end and where do you begin? With a direct brain connection, the physical world eventually becomes optional. We are entering the era of the true metaverse, a place where the laws of physics are merely suggestions. We will spend more time in digital paradises than in our concrete cities. In this world, virtual presence feels just as real as a physical touch. We work, we love, and we explore the most distant galaxies without ever moving a single muscle. The very concept of distance is becoming obsolete. You can be anyone, anywhere, at any moment. Your avatar is the new expression of your soul. This is the ultimate playground of human imagination where thoughts become reality instantly. But as the virtual world becomes more beautiful than the real one, will we ever want to come back? But with total connectivity comes total vulnerability. In a world where your brain is online, can it be hacked? We are entering a dangerous new era where privacy is no longer about your data. It is about your private thoughts and memories. If a corporation can store your experiences, can they also edit them? We face a new digital divide, those who upgrade their minds and those who choose to stay purely human. Information is the new gold, and your consciousness is the ultimate mine. We must decide who owns our identity. In a world of infinite noise and constant ads projected into your retina, silence is becoming the only true luxury. As the line between me and the machine blurs, what part of you remains truly yours? We are no longer just users of technology, we are becoming the technology. This evolution of the smartphone is actually the evolution of the human species itself. We are transcending our biological limits. Memory is now infinite. Calculation is instant. Language is no longer a barrier between us. Imagine a world where you don't just learn a skill, you download it. Where you don't just feel for someone, you share their literal neural experience. We are becoming a global hive mind, connected by invisible threads of light and thought. Evolution used to take millions of years. Now it takes a single software update. We are stepping into the age of the transhuman, a species that is part biological, part digital, and entirely connected. The device has died, but its spirit has made us immortal. So, where does this incredible journey end? From a heavy brick in 1980 to a single thought in 2080. The smartphone was never the destination, it was only a bridge. A temporary tool to help us reach the next stage of our existence. As the light of the screen finally fades, the light of a new unified consciousness begins. We are no longer limited by what we can hold in our hands. We are limited only by what we can imagine in our minds. The world has become our interface, and our thoughts have become the code that writes reality. The device is gone. The connection is permanent. The future is no longer coming. It is already here, pulsing inside you. The only question left is, are you ready for the final upgrade? The future is a collective journey. Join us. Subscribe and turn on notifications.